Hello and welcome to Learners Love Games, and today I'm going to talk over some pre-recorded Trauma Centre New Blood footage. This is my first time. I say it's my first time playing it. I bought this the other day in a charity, not a charity shop, a second-hand shop. Sadly, the money didn't go to charity. In a second-hand shop for £1.50, which is the current state of the price of Wii games. I think I might have owned this, or I certainly owned a Doctor game for the Wii back in the day, and I don't know how many of them there were. I mean, I should have probably researched that before I started talking over it, but it's a sequel, I think, or it is a sequel. I don't know how many down the line this is, but there is a DS game, Trauma Centre Under the Knife, which I've not played, but I imagine the precision you'd get on a DS touchscreen is slightly more convenient than the precision you get from a Wiimote. If it's not, they've done something wrong with the game. Because this is about maybe half an hour of gameplay. I fail a couple of operations and try them again. But some of it is good. Some of it's quite hard to sort of determine what you're meant to be doing. I might have missed the tutorials themselves, but like things like you use the nunchuck to select your tool. Do they call them tools? Surgical equipment, because it is a tool. That was a steep learning curve, and then so there's that, and then there is the actual precision of things like lacerating. Is that what they do with using a scalpel to cut into someone? You just don't get the precision. I mean, but there is a quite a loose. There's a loose. What's the word for it? They allow. There's a margin of error, and they allow for it, especially with the stitching, which you'll see. So here we go. This is my first operation. I missed the guy's name. Yeah, so syringe him to stabilise him, and it's that sort of. I mean, this is me learning on the job. Desperately looking for the buttons which aren't there. I'm gonna have a sip of tea as I watch this. This poor patient is still looking for the controls. Certainly don't retry. There we go. I've worked it out. So you take the syringe and you want to get it in that green juice. There we go. I've worked that out, and hopefully, so that little wheel over there is the nunchuck. Now I just sew him up. And there you go. There's the lack of precision you get. And I'm trying to do it slowly, but there you go. It allows for. But even there, I don't. You'll see in a second, but that laceration. So I'm not lacerating when. Oh no, I am when I'm using a scalpel now, because I'm obviously. This is pure frustration. The bigger ones you sew up. That was bad apparently, but we're wasting thread. That was good. I mean, how do they define good or bad? Okay, and then so the smaller one, but it didn't really specify that, did it? And inject him some, which is a you can see that I'm not learning that well here. There we go. When I finally get the hang of it, this guy's got no nipples. genitalia. Ah, now I'm going to get into the scalpel action. Oh, completely missed there. Nice straight cut there. Yeah, you can imagine with the DS touchscreen, this is all just better. Now this is where it gets... well, no, it's not. It's the repositioning of the bones where it gets really frustrating. Get my forceps and gently get these bones out. Get your bone out, so to speak. Yeah, saying all of this, for £1.50, it seems like a good game. The Wii is a console that is having a bit of a... games are cheap on it, so if you have got a Wii U or a Wii, it's the time to buy the games, because I imagine they'll go up in price as it tends to. Like a GameCube game costs a bit more these days. Not all of them, I mean, but you know, the big ones, and then the big Wii games. I mean, I saw that when I was in the shop, there was the Donkey Kong Country Returns, and that was like maybe £10, which is still a pretty good price. Maybe it was 15, but yeah, you can still pay a bit for a game on the Wii, but this is the time to get them. I don't know if Trauma Centre New Blood will ever go up to silly money. Then you've got to reposition the bones. I don't think this is how surgeons really work, but I could be wrong. Now this is where it gets really hard. It's because there's a twisting of the Wiimote, and mixed with the jigsaw puzzle. I think this is where this guy... he doesn't die, because what happens when you fail is another doctor, more competent doctor than me, comes in and he says, look, I'm taking over this operation, and then so the guy doesn't die, but you have to obviously redo the operation, which I do. Yeah, I'm not going to talk for much longer over this, but this is yeah, this is I mean, obviously what it does replicate quite nicely is the sort of the cool head a doctor needs, because I mean at this point I'm looking at the timer and quite frankly bricking it, because I am not going to get all these bone fragments in place in that time. This guy is going to be oh yes, it is hard. What it doesn't explain as well is I think all of these bone fragments are for that right hand bit. Yeah, because that the margin for error, I think it is better than you think. It's sort of not magnetised, but it sort of slinks into place pretty quickly. I mean, this was probably the point where I gave up and was like, I'm going to trade this game in. Because I mean, it must have... have a look at the box, but I think it was what year was it? 2008, and the Wii came out in 2000. Yeah, so it was relatively early. And I mean, it was one of those games where you're like, oh yeah, that, you know, that makes sense, you know, using a Wiimote to do surgery. It says on the box you can play online, apparently. Does it? Also need the award-winning medical drama of new online. Yeah, so I'm glad the rankings boards probably don't exist anymore, because I would have been quite ashamed. Nice to see this. It's nice to see. I mean, look at the manual. It's nice to see a manual in a game now. Obviously, that you don't get them even when you buy a game physically anymore, which is a shame, because you'd think give people a reason to buy physical games. The manual is nice to see. I'm actually not looking at the manual. I'm looking at the other games advertised with it, Endless Ocean, Zack and Wiki Quest for Barbados Treasure. There were a few of those Zack and Wiki games. Big Brain Academy, you see that cheap everywhere. Mario Party 8. Endless Ocean, which I've got a copy of. Smash Brothers Brawl, which I definitely have. Super Mario Galaxy. And Wii Fit, I would have said Wii Fit was later in its life cycle. Oh, I've got a Club Nintendo pin here that hasn't been scratched off. Let's have a look at the actual manual. What? While I'm talking? Oh, I should have looked at this. It's quite a nice little manual, this. That's artwork. Explains. Miles Hoover, that's the guy who took over, I think. Director of Montgomery Memorial Hospital. A small facility in the remote part of Alaska. First step. Oh, Dr. Alan Montgomery. A long career in medicine winds down. Oh, maybe it isn't the guy who took over because it says he's patient and has a warm character. Maybe he's just pissed off with me because of my ineptitude with the patients, which would make sense. It's all in English. This thick manual, all in space for notes, which is quite creaky manual. Space for notes is a black page, which is interesting. Not the most accessible to write notes on. A really creaky manual. A scalpel. Yeah, I mean, anyway, let me look at the manual, which I was hoping it might say that whether it was a sequel or not. Oh, it doesn't say prologue. When's that? No, that's what it says at the start. I don't. While I have the internet in front of me and I'm talking, I'm going to have a look. Trauma Centre for Wii. Ah, yes. There is Trauma Centre Second Opinion, which I think that is the one I had. Came out in 2006. Okay, so that was, yeah, very early on in the Wii. Okay, yeah, that makes much more sense. So I think I got that when the early on in when the enthusiasm for what the Wii could be was. I mean, this is going to be my last thought, and I will just let the game do the talking. But what I was thinking, let's close him up. What I was thinking while playing this, and after playing this, as one does sometimes, is that if it is true that the Switch 2 has mouse control, this would be this would be a cool mouse game. If people are going to get behind the gimmick, either porting this or returning to Trauma Centre, because it's Atlas, so they're a company that are still doing well. But yeah, a mouse closing it, but a mouse would offer precision. There he is, the old guy with his, well, I can't remember what the exact wording was, sunny attitude to life. Got a bit rusty. Oh, going to Lucky's to enjoy some grills. No, but what I was saying about the mouse is that if they do want to make a case in point for the mouse, and there probably is more Wii games that would, I'm trying off the top of my head, but yeah, a lot of those early Wii games were like, oh, point at the screen, would benefit the mouse controls if nothing's been confirmed, but it seemed like pretty likely the Switch 2 would use one of the Joy-Cons if they're still calling them that, as a mouse. Or maybe both of them, but yeah, I think Trauma Centre would be a good case in point for it. But you know, sometimes with the Nintendo gimmicks and stuff, they'll do 1 or 2 games and completely forget about it. It was like the 3D Rumble stuff. There was that excellent bit of excellence, maybe going a bit too far, but the what was it called? It wasn't Switch Party, 1-2 Switch, where you had to guess how many, I'm gonna say, balls were in a sack, which sounds wrong. But yeah, you could really, it was a simple case in point for that 3D, well, they did call it 3D Rumble, didn't they? But yeah, it really, you could feel the balls. Yeah, it was cool. But then, you know, not many other people really, and I say not many other people, Nintendo didn't really ever return to that. I mean, I played all the Mario parties on the Switch, and none of them really use, there's no ball feeling in those, I don't think. But anyway, I really am just waffling on now. This has been Trauma Centre New Blood, the sequel to Trauma Centre Second Opinion, which is the game I must have had. I'm not going to look at the price because maybe that's rare or something. Maybe I'll see it for 50p next time I'm in a second-hand shop. But yeah, this has been Learning to Love Games, and I'll let you enjoy the rest of this. Oh, knocking something off. A lot of innuendo. I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of this video without me talking, and yeah, if you've enjoyed this, do all the usual stuff you do. Thanks very much. Goodbye.
You're right, Val. Let's get started.
Okay, disinfect the area with antibiotic gel before you make your incision with the scalpel. Please follow the line carefully and trace it slowly with the scalpel. Small tumor, let's burn them before we extract the larger ones. Use antibiotic gel to heal any wounds caused by the burning of the small tumors. All the small tumors that can be visually confirmed have been treated. Now let's begin extracting the tumors. I'll get the ultrasound ready. Observe the area with the ultrasound. The tumor has been looked. Excise the center of it and expose the tumor while it's still visible. The shadow has disappeared. Please use the ultrasound again. Using the scalpel, make an incision down. Follow the Powell procedure and drain the cytoplasm first. Place the drain on the tumor. The cytoplasm has been drained. Now excise the tumor with the scalpel. Use the forceps to place the excised tumor on the tray. Now we need to treat the excised. Use the forceps to place the synthetic membrane on it. Apply antibiotic gel to affix it, and we'll be finished. The membrane has been attached. According to the test result, the affected area is around here.
All right, let's continue with the Powell procedure.
The tumor has been located. Please expose it with the scalpel. Okay, now drain the cytoplasm. Excise it with the scalpel before the cytoplasm seeps out again. Please remove the excised tumor with the forceps. Small tumors have formed. Apply antibiotic gel on the synthetic membrane to affix it.
patient's vitals.
That seems to be all the large tumors. Please treat the excised area and the small tumors. The procedure is complete. Let's close him up. All right, close him up. Treat the bleeding before you bandage the sutured incision. That completes the operation.
Man, feels so much better. My stomach doesn't hurt for it. I'm glad I decided to go through it after all.
If anyone else had performed the operation,
Yeah, you guys were amazing. I'll be sure to ask for you two next time I...
Do you think there will be a next time here at Montgomery
For me, there will.
I thought... What a storm.
Too bad we can't leave, though. We finally managed to dodge the late... Well, this bed has my name on...
Hey, isn't that investigator from Concordia supposed to stop by? I'm sure you'll be the first they'll want.
Oh, don't worry, they won't be sending any...
I guess since no one else is around, all calls are being transferred. Dr. Blaylock speaking.
Is this the hospital?
Marcus, we have an emergency. Yes, this is Montgomery Memorial.
A man was accidentally shot in the chest with a rifle. He's bleeding profusely. I estimate that he's already lost about...
All right, we'll prepare for your arrival. How long before you...
Mister, how long will it take us? 10 minutes. Can you... We'll be there in 5...
Got it. We'll be ready. All the nurses have gone home. Can you prep the OR?
The IV, BGA, and CT are all... Looks like the storm's headed up.
I'm so glad you're still open.
We're ready for him.
I've managed to temporarily stop the bleeding. He's been shot in the chest. It looks his condition is critical.
Everyone's already gone home.
No problem. I'm actually... So if you're short-handed, I can help...
Now it all makes sense. I was wondering how... We can definitely use your help. Come on. Marcus, the patient's here, and this girl is a nurse.
Finally, some good news. So does she have a name?
Oh, sorry, I did...
I'm Elena Salazar, from the Concordia Medical...
I'm surprised Concordia sent someone...
It's nice to see you again, Dr. Vaughn.
Have we met before?
Let's save the introductions for later.
I know this is an emergency, but please allow me to advise you. The patient is a Caucasian male in his 50s. The bullet didn't exit his... due to the excessive amount of bleeding.
There's no time to wait.
He's lucky you got him here.
The objectives in this operation are to extract the bullet... Okay.
All right, let's begin.
Okay. We need to treat the external wounds first. The round seems... Let's treat the gunshot. I'll prepare the synthetic membrane. Please affix it to the wound. I'll prepare another one. This time, please be more careful, Doctor. Now affix it with antibiotic gel. The gunshot wound has been successfully treated. Now, let's treat the remaining wounds. All the external wounds have been treated. Let's open him up. He's in bad shape. Please keep an eye on his vitals while you treat his wound. Doctor, you located the gunshot. We're dealing with his heart, so please be extremely careful when you extract the round. Let's drain the blood and determine the condition of the round. A mistake could be fatal. Please extract the round carefully. Doctor, please be more careful. What? This round is split in two. The other half must... We have no choice. We can't get a pulse with a round. Please extract it quickly. Open up the gunshot wound with a scalpel and keep an eye on his vitals. A blood pool has formed. Please drain it quickly.
It appears I made it in time.
The doctor's failure haunted them both.
If you've enjoyed this or any other videos we've made on this channel, please like and subscribe. Thanks very much. Bye.